Well, hello on Facebook and YouTube. You're very welcome to join us. We are just coming towards the end of the news on the radio, and then we will be having a piece of music. So, 16:06 and 40 seconds, we'll be going live on there. So I am joined as ever by Joe.
Hello.
There's Jojo, and we are here in Studio 1 BBHQ for the show as ever. So hello, welcome. If you want to let us know what your high and low points of the last week are, you can do. You can comment on Facebook or YouTube and go on the live stream, or you can do that on the Facebook post, the Instagram post, the X post, the cross post. It's like cross training, isn't it? Or you can email it to us, WhatsApp it. Email hello@pure247radio.org, hello@pure247radio.org, and let us know the highs and the lows of the last 7 days. We'll be back in a moment. Right, we're coming back now on air.
Yay.
Yes, hello, welcome. It's just gone past 5 o'clock. Jojo and Andy B are here
Yes.
for Family Focus. And from 4 o'clock, we go live on Facebook and YouTube, which is always good.
Yes. YouTube, Facebook, and on the air.
All around the
world.
Yes. In many ways, more than one. So, hello, welcome.
Yes. Hello.
Right, now, we've got lots of stuff to come, and hopefully a magazine will appear.
Oh, right.
But they can't be seen. Well, they can't be seen. Is there someone there hovering?
There is someone hovering. Just put your hand in. You won't be seen.
I've gone to you only, so now they can't be seen.
They can't see. Oh, la, la, la.
Thank you, helper.
Thank you.
Helpful person. And you never saw who it was. So, can I do this now?
Go on then.
So, which one do you want to do? I was going to.
You do the magazine, yeah. Go on then.
Well, I know I do the magazine. I'm the editor.
Oh, so what did you want? What's the other thing?
Well, no, I thought I'll do 1 month. You can do the next.
Oh, I see. Okay, go on then.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, one thing that I'm going to put up for you. It's really hard. It's all backwards. So that's the back page of the magazine, because next year we've got a festival starting. Come down a bit. Everything's backwards. There we go.
Do you want me to read it? 1st to the 4th of May next year, 2026. Adventure Plus Oxfordshire from £90 per person.
Yes, indeed. That's coming up next year. And that's from the June edition, which features our friend Sherry Seligson doing some rock climbing. Was it me or that? She looks better than I do on the camera. So there you go. Right, so you got that one.
Yeah.
That's the magazine. We like this magazine. Very exciting.
Absolutely.
So there's all sorts of stuff in here. So we've got things. So we look through. Forged by Fire, Chris Kurt. That's really, really good. In the Spotlight with Sherry Seligson. That's that one. 6 pages of photos and stuff.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
We did a special Spotlight because it was Father's Day, of course.
Yeah.
Nearly last time. So Chris Kerr was in twice. Lifted by Andy Godfrey. I like Andy's stuff. I know I like everybody's
They do lift
stuff.
you. They literally do what
really
they say
do.
they're going to do.
It's worth buying this. It's £7. It's worth spending the £7 to get a printed copy of Andy Godfrey's Lifted.
You'll feel better when you read
And
that
here you
magazine.
go. This is exciting.
Oh, there's fun.
Thing is, if I show them so it can be seen, I can't see what they're seeing.
But then
Just
I
now
can
that-
tell. I can speak.
Is that right?
With thanks to
There you are.
God for Kids.
Yes.
You've got a maze, you've got a word search, and actually little captions there. So different, like a memory
I can't see a thing.
verse,
Is that like in the right place?
a prayer. I don't know. I can't see.
Where's it? No, that's good. That's
Oh
that's
my!
the correct side.
It's
There we
absolutely
go.
brilliant, isn't it?
That's the first page. So we teamed it with God for Kids, Joanne Gilchrist and her lovely team. So they help us with some of the interior of this stuff.
Yeah.
So get to do games, some for your children, and then the stuff like Chris Kerr, which was for dads last month. That's
Yeah.
his specific article. Here's another one. Church and community. Why can't I hold this up right? It's really hard. This is really hard. There you go.
Training. Need training.
Is that right? Can you see it all?
I can't see.
Oh, you can't see the camera. So that's about right, isn't it? So that's Dan Rouse,
Yeah.
Church and Community, and I can see that one.
Endurance.
That's Endurance with Stephen D.
Yeah.
So that's the June issue. You can buy that £7 online. It's
Yeah.
a bargain. And then there's this month's.
Drum roll, please. Oh wow!
There you go.
Shouting for God, Matt McKay.
Took us ages to come up with that little stop line, didn't it?
Yeah,
What do you say about this that's good and positive and encapsulates a person in like 5 words or less?
Yeah.
It's a skill that we are developing. But yes, that's the front cover of the June. Oh, I can see that now.
It must be cool to be on the front cover of a magazine.
I did have a chat with Matt the other day, and he said we're sending him a copy. It's in the post tomorrow
I'm
morning.
sure he said it was cool, wasn't
He
it?
said that's awesome. He's going to stick it in. He said, I'm going to read it first.
Oh
Jolly
yeah,
good.
that would be good.
Yeah, please do read it. And then he's going to frame it on his wall,
Yeah.
which is cool. I was on the front cover of Pure Media the magazine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Edition 6, half a year's worth.
I know. I can't believe
So
it.
what else we got in here? This one. Silver Lining. There you go. That's this month. I'm giving
That's
you
a beautiful picture.
There's a reason why you have special like cameras and things.
Yeah.
That's Nathan.
Yes.
Nathan does a Silver Lining, so he does photographs.
Yeah, he's very
I'm trying to
good.
demonstrate that, and there's a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
If
Something for everyone. You
This is
can't
like-
read it in one sitting.
if you're
It'll take
watching
you all
this, there's an
month
awful
to read
lot.
it, and that's good.
Okay, so there's 52 pages.
Yeah.
Susan, who loves this, she buys them up in Scotland. She likes the fact that she can't read it quickly.
Yeah.
It takes her weeks.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, let me do one last one. Karen Ferguson, who appears on. She's really hard.
The wind down show, the
No, that's the
weekend
wrong side.
wind
There's
down.
Karen. Ah,
Yeah, and she helps
Karen
us-
Ferguson, who she works for Nathan's. Well, not works for. She provides content for.
the weekend wind down.
Yes, she works for the Maven Club, and as part of that, we work with. My English is dreadful. Well, my brain is dreadful today. So she works for the Maven Club. She is the Maven Club.
Yeah,
The-
and she helps us with our mental
Do you
health.
know? I could do.
I
help with
don't know
some
what help you need.
Anyway, Pure Media the magazine, £7, bargain. Quite
Yes,
frankly,
absolutely.
£7 postage. You can get it on the website puremediathemagazine.com.
Good
If
stuff.
you've not subscribed, you're thinking, well, I don't want to buy a magazine. Well, sign up for the free version online
Yeah,
then.
Absolutely.
You can't hold it in your hand,
Everyone's a winner.
but everyone's a winner.
So, are we going to do the high-low game?
I think so.
So you can get in touch, hello at pure247radio.org or WhatsApp or any of the socials. And
I'm really excited. Look,
I know.
we started this in February. It's got bigger and better and amazing. We've got 20 odd writers now. That's growing. I've just got an email from another writer
Yeah.
who's going to join us in a month or two. We've got other columns starting with some collaborations with some sporting people in the
Yeah.
future. It's growing.
It's happening. It's a
happening.
happening magazine.
There aren't many printed magazines out there. Sorted magazine, well, that finished. Oh, sadly,
Yeah.
when Steve passed away last year, and that left a big void, as somebody put it. There's the printed magazines that are wholesome. There's not many, but there is
Yeah.
this one.
So should we play the high-low game? So this is a game we play as a family, and we basically share the highs and lows if it's just in one day, but we're going to share the highs and lows of a week. If we can remember
Yes.
what you've been doing this week, we find it quite hard. But anyway, we play it and it's good fun. And we do this with our presenters as well from time to time, don't we? To find out how people
sorry.
are getting on. And
Keep
if they
kicking the
share,
microphone.
if they share lows, we can pray about it or talk about it. So
You know, we had an idea that I said, oh, this is good. We'll get this on presenters first, then we come to the show. We can share the highs and lows of the presenters.
we forgot again.
I'll do that now.
Okay. So what Andy's idea was that actually we play the high-low game with our presenters in the week, and we could then share those highs and lows. So it's not just Andy and I sharing alone. But we start with the low points. And the low point... Oh, shall I share my low point while you're finding that? Andy B, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
So my low point, I think, was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Did you know how light it was this time of year? I didn't. 5 o'clock is a very early time. Now, I think what I find difficult was I didn't have time to wake up. I just had to get up because you had to be gone by 5:30.
I did say you could have stayed in bed asleep.
I know, but I woke up and I got up and it was like really weird. Like nothing worked. I was discoordinated. I dropped coffee over
Discombobulated.
Oh, I was. Coffee down the oven. I used the pod, the coffee pod twice. Although I've
How
done
did
that
you get
before.
the coffee down the oven? Because the coffee machine isn't exactly next
I
to
kept bumping
the oven.
into Nathan. It was just a disaster. And honestly, it was before I'd had my coffee. I'm never that bad, but it was just too early. 5 o'clock in the morning. It was so light. I know it's getting darker because we've had the longest day already, but hey, it's very light at 5 o'clock. You can hear it from me.
You should talk to Tanya, who also writes in the magazine. Actually, she's in this one, isn't
Oh yes.
she?
This month, July.
July, isn't she in this one?
Yes, because Sherry was in last week.
Page 8.
Yeah. Did she talk about that?
page-
Long days and
that's
stuff?
Page 10, hang on.
Or getting up early?
Too far.
Some people get up really early.
I know they do. I need to go to this screen so I can see
Okay,
what
yeah. Wow.
So that's a finished perspective by Tanya, because she
Yeah.
lives, and there's photos. That's her son's car. He's quite young, but he wanted a classic car. I think that's
Sweet.
genius.
No,
I
nice.
love that. It's like vintage. Vintage. So there's that one, and she has a double, because she sends us loads of photos.
Yeah,
So
beautiful.
it's beautiful photos, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
But Tanya will tell you about it going dark, because in Finland it has a lot of darkness sometimes.
Yes. I mean, perhaps I should have taken the opportunity to take photographs at that time in the morning because it's different than other parts of the day. But anyway.
Well, you could take photos when it's not bright, and then you could take a photo of a wall that's in the dark cupboard and say, look, it's the morning.
Yeah, something like that. So my low was being up so early. Not
Do you
so
remember
much...
that scene in Crocodile Dundee?
No.
So Crocodile Dundee, he's leading this journalist across the back end of Australia, properly in the outback. Anyway, one of Mick Dundee's mates turns up, full Aboriginal looking guy. Anyway, she's taken a photo. So you can't take a photo like that. So do you believe, like, is it some of your theory, religion of I'm going to steal something of you when I take a photo? No, you got the lens cap on.
Absolutely brilliant.
Genius. Properly genius. I love that film.
Yes. So it wasn't so much being up at 5 because I think I'd like to get up earlier if I could. I think it was because I sort of wasn't awake. And bad things happen when I'm not awake. But the other thing I think I'm going to have two lows because the other one was we had we had a power situation where we had to be offline, didn't we?
It was
on
a
Wednesday.
scheduled power cut to do some important works.
So we planned to garden, and you wouldn't believe, as soon as we were literally about to step outside to do garden, the heavens opened and it rained, and you can't really use.
We'll have a day of garden. It's been roasting hot. What we'll do, right? We'll get in the garden. It's cooler, overcast. It's a perfect day. Not very windy, so you're not going to get stuff in your face. And then it rained heavily.
We should have got up at 5 o'clock in the morning because it was actually fine then, but we didn't.
You see, this is the thing. If we had done, there's no neighbours to complain.
No, true.
We can
But-
make as much noise as we want. Nobody would care because there's no one living near us.
So it is very frustrating when you plan something and the weather causes you not to be able to do that
Isn't
plan.
that an interesting consideration, though, about
I
your
understand.
ability to control the world and life?
But to be fair, I don't know, some of us like gardening. None of us are particularly like, yay, let's
Plus,
do
below
gardening.
don't work anyway.
Yes. So actually, I suppose it was a blessing in disguise, but it was just like we were all geared up, we were ready, we were raring to go. So that was my low point. What about you? What are you?
I've got a high and low from Andy Godfrey.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Andy, if you're listening. He's been doing some miles lately, poor chap.
Aw.
He was hoping to have been at the men's breakfast in Loughborough
Yeah.
yesterday. It's really funny listening to Nathan say it. Loughborough. No, Loughborough.
Aw.
So I had to type out how to say it. I love, honestly, the English.
The English language,
language.
Is really silly sometimes, isn't it?
Excuse me, could you tell me where halfpenny green is? No idea. Oh, Halfpenny.
Halfpenny, yeah.
No, halfpenny. Yeah, Halfpenny. That's what it's called near Wolverhampton. Halfpenny green. Very nice vineyard. Anyway, Andy's low.
Mm-hmm.
Low, having to take mum to hospital following 2 falls.
Oh.
Sorry,
2.
Andy. That's rough.
2 falls. Oh.
Do you know a thing? It actually made me cry just a little bit.
What?
We exist as a radio station with the sole purpose of providing a pure choice of doing that, and also alongside that encouraging and uplifting people.
Yeah,
That's what we live for. And I got a message from Andy Godfrey, who's a good mate. Sent me a message. He said, I was in the car with mum and we were listening to Pure as we were driving along, and then a song came on that she recognised as a gospel song, and it just brightened the day.
Aww.
And she started smiling, and
Love it.
it just, in the midst of all the stuff of Andy having to go across and help his mum, who's had some falls and all the rest of it, that little moment that we played some music that like brightened the day.
That happened to me. I was listening to The Breakfast Show. I mean, it happens on many different shows throughout
It really
the day.
does.
But one in particular, I remember when I was feeling a bit down, listening to The Breakfast Show, and Nathan played a Plum song, I think, and it just lifted my spirit. So, yeah, love it.
But that's what we do, isn't it? It's about making your day better, your life better,
Absolutely.
your world, the world better. And we do that.
Well, I'm sure we've got a little ditty that says, your world is better with Pure 247 Radio. No 2 ways.
If we haven't,
We should put that in.
I'm just going to message the team.
Your world is a better place with Pure 247 Radio. Oh, we just make this stuff as we go along. It's absolutely fantastic. So we're playing the high-low game. Thank you, Andy Godfrey, for getting in and sharing your low, where I've shared my low. We tend to do all the lows and then the highs, but you could do high-low, high-low, high-low as you go around the table with your family. What are we doing next? Are we doing Andy Godfrey's high, or are we going to do some lows?
No, I'm going to do
first?
something even more impressive. And
Oh, whoa, have you?
So what we're going to do the recording of that line live, and then we can play it.
Oh, no. What did I say? What was it?
Just making sure that I've still got microphones going. Yeah, that's fine. It's all right. Okay.
What is it I said?
Well, I'll do one, then you can do one.
Okay, go on then.
And you can enjoy online live recording. This is how we do the jingles. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Your world is better with Pure 24/7 Radio. There's one. Do you want to do one as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you see? You can see the screen. You can see waiting for the green thing to disappear.
Your world is better with Pure 247 Radio.
There you go. See, now we've got those. Right. What we do, we stick it through a bit of an audio doodah, and then we've got new jingles.
And you're going to play it soon?
Yes, we
Oh,
will.
that's really exciting.
It's really exciting. Would you like to carry on?
Can I do a sound effect for that? Because that deserves a sound effect. Remember what it is we can't have digital
I was
sound
really
effects
hoping we'd move past the sound
on
effect
YouTube or
thing.
Facebook. I don't know why. We've got licenses and stuff, so we're trying to bring our own sound effects. So far, we're not doing very well, and Andy B doesn't look.
Where's the
impressed.
bells?
Oh, I forgot the bells.
The bells are the best thing we have.
So I've got, what would you call this? A mixer.
It's a hand blender, isn't it? Hand mixer.
Blender? What do you think? Is that even making the sound on the Richter
Well, you have to
scale?
stop talking and let's just see if the thing moves. I don't know that
It's
it
not
is.
even. Ah, that was a bust.
I don't. Try again. I'll have a look at another little
Okay.
meter. Go on.
Hang on. Where do I? No.
Well, maybe if you can hear like a weird sound, could you let us know?
Okay, that one, that's a bust.
I think it's so
What about
quiet the
this one?
microphones aren't sure.
This is a football pump, where you pump up footballs. Is that working?
Yes, it is. But I don't know under what context we'd ever use that as a sound effect.
Well, I was wanting a sound effect because we were
I was all
excited.
breathless. Oh, quick, here we go. Here's my opportunity.
Oh, we were excited, weren't we?
So excited
Okay,
now,
so that's
breathless.
Oh, hey, okay, I've got one more. Okay.
Is it going to get any
Third.
worse?
Right, so we are excited because we've got a new jingle, aren't we? So I can't contain my excitement. So
Where was the...
really?
Well, I think everything missed
Actually,
it.
does it sound better going down or up? Let's see.
Well, it heard it.
Yeah.
But again, when do we use that?
Wimpy, isn't it?
It's a bit pathetic.
I don't know.
What you want is like a winter coat zip
Oh yes.
because they're much chunkier,
Yeah.
or even better than metal ones
Yeah.
because they make a sound.
I'll bring one of the coats in next time.
I think so.
We really have got. We're going to have to go shopping or something because we've got literally nothing in the house.
We'll have to break out 10 quid and go to a charity shop.
There's nothing that creates a sound. Not that you want sounds. We all get irritated with sounds, and we've spoken to Anne, haven't we, about this? Anne Lord Jackson, who does sensory health, and she knows about these things, doesn't she? And did you talk about it? Has it come back on your show yet about sounds?
I can't remember.
It might be coming up this week.
May not have asked her yet.
But yeah, anyway, that was all sounds. I mean, I've got my glasses case opening and shutting, but again, it's just bangs, isn't it?
It's clicks which don't sound very good on radio.
Nothing. I mean, I've got an old electronic game.
What you could do, there's a big tent over in the corner. You could hold the tent up and zip that, because that's quite a long zip. However, it's quite heavy.
Yeah, I've got a little electronic game, but again, I don't think Facebook and YouTube would like it because it's probably got a tune that you shouldn't have.
Probably.
The other one is I've got a ding-a-ling that's like 50 years old, and it's got like a little lullaby, but again, that's music. We probably wouldn't like it. So we're stuck, really. We need some. I wonder if there's somebody who can do sound effects with their voices. That'd be cool. Can you do sound effects?
Yes.
Apart from the raspberry.
I can blow a raspberry.
As we speak, the jingle is being formed by Andy B.
It actually
He's
is.
doing this magical stuff.
I'm doing some work as I sit here.
And it's going to create that jingle that we've just made live. Isn't that exciting? And I wish I had a sound effect to really sum up, but we haven't. Woohoo, woo! That'll do. But we've done low. So, hey, you haven't shared your low. Can you multitask?
No, I hadn't not done my low, but I will share my low. My low is the fact I'm really tired. I feel really run down today.
Oh, that's not good.
It happens.
Yes, it does, but the timing's wrong, isn't it? Could you have timed it differently?
Sorry.
Yeah, never mind. But the show must go on, and so well done.
The show does go on.
For carrying on and
Thank
still
you.
having that Andy B-esque bringing it to the radio. Should we go on to our highs then? Yeah. Or,
Can do.
I make the high is making a jingle. We just made one there. I think that was. You just did a ding. You're allowed to do a ding.
No, they can't hear that.
Oh, I heard a ding in my ear. We can't do a ding. Well,
No, but I'm doing a sound effect. I'm doing a jingle. You see?
Oh, sorry. Yes,
It's on there.
Making the dingle. A jingle, dingle.
Not a dingle. Definitely a jingle.
So my high then. Shall I tell you what my high is? I think, even though I complained about, the fact that we couldn't do gardening, I did enjoy having a day off in the week. There's something about it, isn't there? I mean, we often have the weekend off, but a day off in the week, so it's just nice. I really enjoyed it, and I've heard people do that. They just take a random day off in the week, and it's quite nice.
If you checked your phone, Andy's got a new suggestion.
Oh, excellent.
If you're feeling a little flat, inflate your world with Pure 247 Radio. Then Joe's bite pump kicks in. Right, have you got your thingy? I'll do a recording. Have you got it?
I got my what?
Have you got your
pipe?
Have you got the blowy uppy thing?
Yeah, isn't it the pump?
Pump, yeah. Well, I'll do the thing, then you can do that at the end.
So you're going to say these words?
Yeah, I'm going to say that, then you can do the pump. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Hang on, I forgot how to do it. Just do that.
Yeah, but nice and close. Are you ready?
Yeah.
If you're feeling a little flat, inflate your world with Pure. No, it's too soon. No, we haven't finished. I haven't finished my line. Hang on. If you're feeling a little flat, inflate your world with Pure 247 Radio. Was that it? Where's the rest?
Oh, no, I'm not doing it fast enough.
You've got to. Yeah, that's
Sorry,
better.
go on.
Otherwise, there's no sound effect.
It was going so well before.
No, it wasn't. Are you ready?
Yes.
If you're feeling a little flat, inflate your world with Pure 247 Radio. Are you going to stop at any point? It's supposed to be a sound effect, not a lifestyle. It's a bit shorter. You can see what goes into.
But you can cut that bit off, can't you?
Well, no, because it all sounds silly. Ready?
How long do I do it for then?
Just just a little bit of a. Well, no, a bit more than that.
All right, 3.
5 or 6 of them, but not like 10 minutes worth.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
If you're feeling a little flat, inflate your world with Pure 247 Radio. Righty ho, there's another one. We'll see how that comes out.
Who knew we were going to do that today?
I certainly didn't.
So,
Thanks, Andy, for that suggestion.
My high, I've talked about having a day off and playing Monopoly. We hadn't played Monopoly for a long time. I didn't win, but it's the taking part.
Is it really?
Yeah. So what was your high?
My high is the fact I can multitask.
Yeah.
I am actually a champion multitasker. I always have been.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. If you want to do better at life, you just have to learn to multitask, really.
Yeah, okay. So Andy is busy doing some jingles, and we just literally thought them on the top of our head. And thank you to Andy Brown for adding sound effects to our jingles.
And I can play this, but they can't hear it.
Ah, no, but yeah. Well,
Yeah. Hang on, I need to just mute them.
Yeah.
Right, so we can't leave 2 gig out because it'll sound weird, won't it?
Yeah.
Right, let me
Well,
just mute that one, and we'll let that one go. I think that one works. Okay, yeah,
happy?
that one works.
And you're gonna play it.
I know you
later.
can't hear this, but you will soon. That's a bit slow. Let's put that back up sooner. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, that one works. Okay, because I've got to make them, then I can export them, then I can stick
okay.
them. And then we've got this one. I'm just checking the volume levels roughly.
That sounds really good. Well, the pump
Well,
action. It's brilliant.
Maybe. We'll see. Right. What on earth?
We're gonna have to run it past Stephen D, the operations manager. And
He does have to give it the okay.
I think I'm gonna get
that is
the. I'm
rule.
gonna get the eyebrow going up.
Possibly.
What's your high then?
My high point. Oh, we've got another low. Hang on.
Oh.
I'm looking.
Oh, actually, also you were going to get from the presenters group. Did you get a
Yes,
list?
we've got one.
Well done.
Andy Brown's just sent one through. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just had my phone up.
So
We have a WhatsApp presenter group. This is like properly, professionally scripted. This is
what? Oh, what do you mean?
nothing. Low point. Not been feeling too good this week, says Andy Brown.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Well, that sucks.
All
doesn't it?
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're not feeling too good today, but Andy's Brown's been having that all week. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that, Andy.
Yes, seasons it still sucks.
Yeah.
I've just been. I suppose it's been a frustrating week. That's probably my low point.
Yeah.
It's a frustrating week. There's some really goods which I'll come into in a minute, but
we've done your low point.
I'm having another one.
Oh, you're allowed. Oh, I had 2, didn't I?
So we can mute you. I can mute your voice.
So what about the list from the presenters group? Are you doing that now? Is that your next thing?
Yeah, I've done that one. So I've just done Andy Brown who sent one through.
Yeah. What about the one from presenters group from the week? You're going to do lows?
Well,
aren't you?
I've only just put it on.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, they're good, but they're not that good. They're not sitting there waiting for me to talk to
Oh,
them.
I saw you didn't actually ask them yet. I thought you were just looking for the answers. Oh, I see.
Right, that's one.
Well-
I've just generated a jingle.
Mhm.
I'm making another one.
Oh, this is very exciting.
I
So
know,
when
isn't
we
it?
finish on YouTube and Facebook, and if you're not listening on radio, you've got to come back to the radio to hear these brand new jingles. They're called jingles. They're called jingles, aren't they?
Well, yeah,
Which you have seen completed,
we've made these
created,
live.
grown, brought about today, and even seen the noisemaker, what you call it, the
Right,
sound
so
effects.
I've just generated those, and now I need to 1, 2, 3. Let's move those over there.
Yep.
I think these are okay, but we
Brilliant.
need to listen to them when they can't. You see,
We'll do that when you replace
So
the
here's
next
one.
piece of music. Are we going to play some?
you see, I think that one works. Okay,
Yeah?
that's one. You can hear these soon.
Yes.
Okay, that one works quite well.
Yeah.
And then there's this one we did, which was the one with the. This sounded quite funny. There we go. Well, it's a jingle.
I love it. It's brilliant.
Right, am I going to do...
Hey, are you admitting I found a sound effect that's actually good?
Well, my other question is, since I'm actually the boss at Pure, can I not have to ask Stephen?
Not. Oh, really? You're going to override as the CEO?
Well,
It kind of is your job, isn't it?
yeah.
You're allowed to do that, I think.
Yeah.
So,
I think
what are we doing now? Are we going to cut to some music, or are we going straight on to? Have we finished the high-low game?
Let's just carry on with the high-low game, because we haven't done the high points yet, have we?
Oh no. Any high points from Andy? Andy and
Stephen
Andy.
D, finding life hard.
Aww.
Low point. Sorry, Stephen.
Aw.
Yeah, that's
I don't know what to say to that. It's yeah. What can you say, really?
beat it up and soften it. Isn't necessarily the greatest
No.
advice, but
No, oh, there's plenty more fish in the sea. No, that's not right. No, what do you sometimes you just you shouldn't say anything really when somebody's got a low. You just go, oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm now importing these. Are these the right titles, do you think? Because we actually need titles. Is that all right?
Yep.
And then what's that one?
The pump, the football pump one.
Football
We'll know what that means then.
pump sound effect
I think I've actually got a decent sound effect. Thank you, Andy Brown,
jingle.
for making that happen.
Right, so we've
for-
got 3, so I can drag them in.
See,
So I'll just copy
it's
them.
like you didn't you say, when are we going to ever use that? And Andy Brown says, ha, voila.
I need to put it into there, and I need to go into there, and then we can start the upload, which is always good.
So we're going to play this after we've come off YouTube.
We'll do
and
these a little bit later. So that's the numbers that we want. So if I find
you can't
them
have enough.
here,
You can never have too many jingles, I think.
no,
Fresh inspiration has come to us today.
yes,
Despite your unwellness, despite my failure with sound effects, we have brought something to life today.
we've done something. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these into here so I can just see them. I can find them. So there's one. And put that one in as
well. You can
well.
spend a fortune buying jingles, can't you? You know, pay for them.
You can
stuff.
spend so much money on stuff like this. We have just done it for free.
You did it mostly. I didn't do a lot.
No, I think we've done something amazing here.
Yes.
So I'm going to put my name in there so we can find it later.
Something amazing.
Hey?
Nothing.
What? Well, you see, the name goes in, so you're an artist. So I mean, that's technically me. I am the artist of that one.
You are indeed.
I may not want to admit it, but I am.
I've said my high point now, anyway, haven't I? We did move on to highs, because I said my high point.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your high point?
Joe.
I'm your high point.
No, I'm just adding this in here.
So,
right, so they're ready to go now.
Yeah. So what's your high point?
Very good question.
Oh, you've got to have a high point.
No, lots of highs. Here's my high point.
Yes, of course.
Here's a high point.
That was Friday, wasn't it?
Can I have many?
Yeah, go on then.
It's been a rubbish week. I'm feeling very rubbish, but that's a big high point because we've got the magazine out, printed, off it's gone, which is really cool. And if you want to buy your copy, you can do puremediathemagazine.com, www.puremediathemagazine.com. Little plug. So, yeah, well, that's one high. Getting to meet the guys at All Saints Church yesterday in Loughborough, where I delivered the talk at a men's breakfast.
Where is Loughborough then? For people who don't know.
Leicestershire.
So it's sort of middle of the country.
Nottingham, in some ways, I think, is more widely known as a city.
Yes.
Sorry, Leicester, just is. Find Nottingham, you're not a million miles away.
Yeah, like Robin Hood country, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Kinda.
Sort of. Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time there.
So that's another high point. Getting to hang out with some of the team from the radio, Stephen D and Nathan Thomas. Wait, my sad point, a low point from that was that Andy Coddery couldn't come.
Yeah.
He was intending to, but couldn't be there. So that's a sad point. But high point was it was just a lovely good bunch of guys, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I got a message from Gasky just as I walked in.
Nice one.
Which is cool.
What did Andy G's high point? What's his high point?
He's come up with a sound effect for the whisk.
Who has?
Andy Brown.
Andy Brown.
So
the whisk. Oh, what, another jingle?
So when I say give it a whisk, you have to give it a whisk. Is that all right?
How do I do it?
Just
is that coming
as
up?
close as you want it, a bit further down near the microphone. There you go. Go on.
Hang on, let me move back.
It's all very exciting. Go on.
Is that working?
That's fine. So I've got a thing to say, and then give it a whisk. Then you do your thing.
Yeah.
And then I have another line to finish. So just do a couple of seconds. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. A pinch of good chat, a dash of great music. Give it a whisk, and you're good to go. Pure 24/7 radio. No, that's not right, is it? I got the wrong words.
Oh.
Let's try that again. Okay, we'll just try again. A pinch of good chat, a dash of great music. Give it a whisk, and you're miles away from the microphone. It's not picking up. You're too far away. Let's try again. Once more.
Yeah. I'm getting any closer.
Well, you were miles away by the time you finished. A pinch of good chat, a dash of great music. Give it a whisk. That's a long whisk. And you've got yourself Pure 24/7 radio. Right, there we go.
Maybe you should do the whisk. And I should
You
say
reckon?
it. Yeah.
Can you see it?
Because I can't get...
Can you see what you said?
Yeah.
All right. Now, look, practice. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. A pinch of good chat, a dash of great music. Give it a whisk, and you've got yourself Pure 24/7 radio.
Right. I'll have a go with that. There's
Love
your
it.
whisk.
Oh, thank you.
Bang, and my finger's stuck inside. That's not good. There we go.
Ooh.
There you go.
Hey, health and safety.
Yeah, what's that?
Should we so we highs and lows?
We're still doing highs.
Yeah, so Andy Goff, I'm dying to know what Andy Godfrey's high is because it's so low with his mum and everything not being. But in saying that, it was nice that she enjoyed our station, our music. And I also want to hear, did you share Andy Brown's high?
That doesn't look right to me, that. Oh, we got it right first time. That's why. Okay.
Okay.
No, it's fine. I'm just having a little.
You
play there.
doubt. You doubt.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
So you're listening.
They can't hear this bit.
I know.
That sounds all right, actually, doesn't it?
Yes. We are working on jingles, in case you.
I reckon that works.
Andy Brown, you are brilliant.
Yeah.
He should be our producer.
I'm making it a bit louder on there, so it'll. Okay, so we've got that link.
Fantastic.
I need a little something. There's like a little bit of a sound missing off the end of it, I
I
think.
feel like we've done something constructive with our day. You know. That
I know we weren't. I mean, we weren't doing
achieved
anything else.
this,
We're just sitting there, not
created.
doing anything with anybody. Oh no, wait.
We're having some fun, and that's the point of Family Focus.
That's not the right sound effect, is it?
No.
Like that one.
Can't hear it. A donkey.
What do you think of a decent? No, that's
Maybe,
not-
maybe.
You reckon? I know you can't hear
It
this,
could
but you
work.
will do. This is what we do. That's not a good sound effect. No,
too
that don't work.
low.
We could do that with a bit of waves, water,
Water waves.
and then people want to wee, so that's not good. Let's not that
what's
one.
the word you start with? A pinch of good cheer. Do you want? No, good chat. Do you not? Have you got a noise of like a crowd in the background?
Yes, we do. We got that.
How's
Yeah,
that
we
work?
got that. It's 5 minutes worth of chat. Yeah, we can do that. So what we'll do, drag that into there, and then I'll fix that.
Nice one. This is amazing, isn't it? Having jingles made live.
Well-
well, you can't actually see what Andy's doing, and even if you could see, I'm not sure. You know,
No.
I've seen it on some of the programs. You know, when they're trying to find out a voice and where they come from. You know, on some of these police programs, and you can see the voices, and they cut bits off and do things to find out where the voice is coming from and where the bad guys are and stuff like that. I mean, no, that's not what we're doing right now.
I'm not sure what it is
I'm
we're
not
doing
sure
right
what
now,
you
but
do.
anyway.
But we have fun on Family Focus, whether it's live on YouTube and Facebook or whether it's live on the radio. We have fun. So have we done the high and low game? Have we finished yet? Because I feel like we haven't. I feel like it's still, dangling open and stuff. Did you give your high?
High point.
I
Well, I
can't
can give
remember.
you Andy's.
You said no, you had loads. You said
I
your
do.
magazine.
Andy Godfrey's high point.
Yes.
Finding a lovely care home for my mother
Ah,
when she's discharged from hospital,
Ah,
which I think is
brilliant.
beautiful.
that's absolutely fantastic. That's so important. Isn't
That's
it?
Andy Godfrey. We've also got from a low point from Nathan. Feel exhausted over the weekend.
Oh.
Why are people? What
It's funny,
is
isn't
it? The weather?
It could be the weather. It could be. Let's
Mm.
blame it on the weather.
High point Andy Brown. Apparently, it's coming up with a new jingle for the radio station involving a bike pump. We'll play those just.
Who knew
just
it was
after I know.
possible?
Stephen D's high point. Good films and a series of TV to watch.
Ooh.
Always good.
Yes.
Nathan's high point, making progress in clearing the garden.
Yes, definitely.
That's always good. I'm just having a quick scan over here for a
Yeah,
minute. Yep, that's all good.
fantastic.
No, that's fine.
Oh, I feel better for that, getting that off my chest, to highs and lows.
Well, it's good to be honest, and it's good to, find some reasons that you're thankful and things
Yeah.
that are good. I have got more high. Do you want some more highs?
Yeah.
I think I know what a carburettor is.
That's your high.
Well, yes. So the lawnmower isn't working because we forgot that for some stupid reason the government decided it was a really good idea to make petrol go off fast, which is
Oh.
why so much petrol must be wasted and thrown away. It's stupid.
Is it a safety
Costs
feature
of all
or
sorts.
something?
I don't know. It's got nothing sensible. It's not logical.
No.
Because if you make it go off faster, that means your petrol goes off and you have more costs at the garage. Now, thankfully, it's a lawnmower,
Yeah.
but we forgot about all that nonsense because petrol usually lasts a bit more than
Yeah.
3 months. So the lawnmower doesn't work properly.
Yeah.
So me and Nathan yesterday spent quite a long time because the grounds here is quite a large amount of grass. So we're trying to cut that down. And so we, I think we figured out which one the carburetor is. And we found a lovely video of somebody who's got not our lawnmower, but like the next one along, slightly newer version, but it's an identical carburetor setup. And the carburetor bit, I think, is where the air in the petrol goes brum brum and
Ooh.
gets chucked in.
That deserves one of them.
What? Why?
Because you're talking about air. You know, we need to know when we've got to use these sound effects, don't we?
No. So it's where the fuel goes in and the air goes in
Yeah.
through the carburetor, I think, is what that does. So anyway, so we found it, and it's actually very easy to remove it.
Ah.
Do you know, you talk about 5-minute jobs. This actually is looking like an actual 5-minute job. Nathan and I both think it is.
Yes.
Yes. So that's something we're going to be doing is taking all the old fuel out and cleaning. Great video. A mouse's recorder is how this chap described the small brass bit that takes the fuel and I suppose vaporizes it.
Yeah.
so it can mix with the
A
air and go
mouse's
brum brum.
recorder. Sweet.
Because it's a tiny little thing, about 3 centimeters long. It's about a third of the width of a pencil,
Yeah.
and it's got lots of little holes in it. So it's perfect for a mouse
Wow.
to play as a recorder.
Brilliant. So that's the high and low game. And if you want to
Yes.
get in touch, we'll still receive your highs and lows when we're back on just on the radio. Obviously, we haven't left the radio. Hello at Pure247Radio.com.
I know this sounds more like nothing to do with radio because we've just talked absolute nonsense, but
It's just
yes.
quite normal, even off air. So, in fact, actually, it would probably make more sense today on air. So that's the highs and lows games. Like I say, you can get in touch and share those. I think it's a really useful game to play as a family.
yes,
So fantastic. Did you want any stories? Have we got time for stories?
I think so. It's 1:45. You might as well
News.
carry on now.
Yeah. So, I mean, does every single
Because
story...
if you do this, I can do some editing on here. you see.
Yeah, does every single story start with new study? Because I'm trying to find one that doesn't, but they all seem to start. So, which one shall I go for?
You might want to have your headphones off perhaps for a moment because
Yeah, I might want to, yes. So, new study finds teenage boredom is dramatically on the rise. So if you've got teenagers, you would think in a world of technology and instant communication that teens now should absolutely no issue finding stuff to do. But apparently that is not the case, as researchers claim that teenage boredom is dramatically, no, I mean not like slightly, not small, like it's big time bad, on the rise despite endless entertainment. It's funny, isn't it? We've got all these gadgets, we've got all this entertainment, we've got so many films, so much music. You know, if you think about many years ago, they would just have like a ball and a piece of string or something. But now there's so many things, and actually, it's the opposite effect. Teenagers are bored. According to the study, teens between about 13 years and 18 years are reporting more boredom level year over year. So it's getting worse every year. That's a bit concerning, isn't it? And while they all seem a bit grumpy anyway, researchers noted that boredom in teenage girls is seeing a higher increase than in boys. Oh, I wonder why that is. I expect there'll be a new study about that as to why.
probably.
Experts said, we were surprised to see that boredom is increasing at a more rapid pace for girls than boys across all grades. So, yeah, I don't know why girls particularly are more bored than boys. To get the results, researchers analysed a decade of teen responses to a boredom questionnaire. I don't know how they do that. And it went nationwide in school study. Every single year, millions of teens are quizzed on a scale of 1 to 5 as to how strongly they agree with the statement, I am often bored. So that's how they found out. That's interesting, isn't it? I must admit, when I was a teenager, I was terrible for saying, Mum, I'm bored. Terrible, absolutely terrible. So, I mean, that was many years ago, before all this technology. So I think I don't know. I don't know if I actually totally agree with it, because teenagers and young people have had a tendency to say they're bored. And I wouldn't suggest that entertainment stuff would create it. It's just that it's just a stage of age, isn't it, really, that you just kind of use this word, and maybe boredom isn't the right word.
But boredom can be quite good, though.
Yes, absolutely, because then you find things to do, and you do something, you create something.
I'm actually working here. By the
I
way.
know you are. You're multitasking and talking as well. So I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but I can see that you're concentrating on something else. So I don't know as we can say much more about that. Like you say, boredom can be a really useful thing because you'll get and do something different. I remember that old TV program. What was it? It was actually called Turn Your TV Off or Go Outside or something. It was like a really long name for this TV program, and they sung about it. And I think the whole idea of the program was to kind of get young people to go out and not watch TV, which is ironic seeing as it was a TV program. But I guess if people are bored and teenagers are bored, well, they'll hopefully find something else
This
to
is
do.
actually the face of me working quite hard.
But I suppose there is danger. Boredom is dangerous because oftentimes crime has been committed, isn't it? Because people are bored or they do silly things. We watched a program recently where the youngsters do silly things because they're bored. So I suppose boredom can be a good thing because it might encourage us to do something different or interesting. But on the other hand, it may mean we
This
do
is me
silly
working
things.
really, really hard.
It's really hard to have a conversation. I feel like
Sorry.
I'm having a one-way conversation. So the next one is similar, and it is a study. New study finds that millennials. Now, remind me again what a millennial one of them is. I think it tells me actually, so I can just read it. They can't stop scrolling at work, which is very worrying, isn't it? When you're supposed to be at work working. And
I've made a new jingle. Do you want to put your headphones on for a second?
Put my headphones on.
Just for a second, so you
They
can hear
are
this.
on.
I need to.
You're gonna let me. I'm gonna listen.
Yeah. I know you can't hear this, but it sounds quite cool. I think this is working. I mean, it's different. It's not quite Nathan quality, but it works. You see? I think this is working.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant.
Right, so I just need to upload that one.
Wow, Andy Brown, you are a genius.
Thank you.
That pump. No, the whisk.
Yes, I know, but it's me doing the work
but
here.
You said, where on earth would I use any of those sound effects? And Andy Brown has shown you clearly how to do this. So yeah, this study shows has found that millennials are officially glued to their phones, especially on the clock. That's terrible, isn't it? In fact, actually, we saw something with a young person, and they showed that when she was just on her phone. She was in an interview, wasn't she, on one of these police programs we watched. And she just couldn't stop looking at her phone. I find that really irritating when people are on their phone. I'm trying to talk to them. So the study revealed that workers aged between 28 to 43, so that I'm guessing that's millennials, are the most likely to constantly check their phones during work hours, with 19% admitting to doing so non-stop throughout the day. How can you non-stop scroll? That would be, I mean, that would be insanely boring, I would have thought. Well, I would have thought so. It's not just occasional glances. 35% of millennials check their phone at least every 10 minutes at work. Oh my goodness, they should have to have it banned or have like a little jail to put the phones in so they're not looking at the phone. So meanwhile, 20% scroll every 5 minutes. I suppose they must be worried about missing something.
It is that thing. There's an actual term for the anxiety that happens when you feel like you need to know your phone is, and if you don't, you get stressed.
Well, you need to know where it is.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I forget where my phone is all the time.
Yeah, but you're just weird in that context, in a lovely way.
Anyway, while Gen Z isn't far behind, with the 10% also constantly checking their phones at work, it's millennials who lead in screen time across both professional and social settings. That's interesting. I'm presuming Gen Z are younger. So I suppose you assume the younger, the more you want to scroll, but that's not true. So from brunch with friends to Sunday lunch with the family, they're more likely than any other generation to sneak a scroll. That's sad, isn't it? Oh, experts say it's a sign.
Sound effects are up and running.
Excellent. So experts say it's a sign that our phones are taking up too much space in our lives.
Andy wants to know, he says, apparently I'm on a roll. What are some of the other sound effects you've got? None at all whatsoever. That's all of them used up
Did
now
you say
forever.
side effects or sound?
Well, side effects. I don't know. Sound effects. Side effects. Actually, maybe that's quite relevant.
Andy's encouraging me to find some more sound effects. Isn't he good? Aren't you glad?
I'm glad for Andy's involvement. I'm perhaps less glad of all the stuff that you're coming up with, darling.
I'll just finish this study. I was going to call you Peter then.
Not Peter, different person.
It's 'cause
Nearly
you
30 years of marriage, and you still don't know my name.
You normally work with him on a Friday, and he does these news.
I do.
Doesn't he? We believe a phone should live more in your pocket than in your hand. It should be part of your life, not your whole life.
Yes.
Very good. Interesting, isn't it? I sometimes feel like I've got my phone on too much and whatnot, but I do.
We don't feel like you have your phone on too much, because normally we ring you and nothing happens.
Well, I know, it's funny, isn't it? A phone is actually a phone for contacting.
funny.
It's not just for looking at internet and stuff like that. It is actually a phone for people to
You
communicate.
can make phone
through.
calls and everything.
Yeah.
I wonder how many younger people know that you can use a phone for phone calls.
Well, they'll be like, "Oh, that's weird. What's that funny ringing sound?" I'm sure they know. So there you go. Thank you for that contribution and conversation about those two news items there, Andy B.
We now have sound effects loaded. I can't play them until we come back to the radio.
Effects? Oh, you mean the jingles?
Well, sound effects, idents, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very excited. We've got like loads. 4.
There's 4 here.
Oh, this is exciting. There's a whisk. There's a football pump. Wow. What more do you want in life?
I can think of a few things.
So, are we nearly there yet? We are nearly there, aren't we? Do we normally stay on till 5, or it's usually 1:45,
Well,
isn't it?
until we run out of stuff to say normally.
I think I've got one more news
Have
item.
you? Go on then, what you got? I've got a song to go at the end, which will please Dan Rouse.
I don't know which one to go for, actually.
Okay.
This one here. China disables AI chatbots. Have you done this before?
No.
To prevent cheating during exams. So a major tech company in China, including, don't know those names, temporarily restricted AI chatbots functions during the national
Do you know we're trained professionals?
college.
This is like high quality radio going around the world right now.
What?
Well, what we're doing right now. Making jingles online. It's not like we were bored and had nothing to do. We are on the radio,
we are
on Facebook,
busy.
and on
I
YouTube,
know.
and on creating jingles.
So,
Can I just say I'm not a specialist?
no,
Just a little
no,
caveat.
yes.
Nathan's the master.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically, isn't that terrible, isn't it, to use AI to cheat in exams? I mean, I suppose people have cheated for thousands of years. Well, ever since exams were around, I suppose. But I guess it's just a big temptation, isn't it, to use AI to cheat with your exams? But that's bad, isn't it? So they've had to turn off help. But how can you cheat if you're in an exam room and then you've got somebody invigilating and they should be watching, shouldn't they? Can see if you're using a computer or a phone.
They ought to be.
Yeah. Anywho, so that's what they had to do there. So that was China. Preventing cheating in exams using
Do you
AI.
know we are the only thing on Pure 247 Radio right now?
The only thing.
We're the only thing right now broadcasting on this radio station.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
So I think we should play a bit of music. Oh, I can see what music you've
Well,
set
I think
up.
it worked quite well for what we've been doing, which we'll be going to in a couple of minutes. So let me just share where we're going to go before we
Go on
come to
then.
the last song of this hour.
Go
So
on then.
we've got 4 sound effects we're going to play for you in a little while.
Yep.
I'm going to just drag these down.
You can play them all in a row.
Well, kind of. I'm just moving them down so I can actually play them in the next hour. So I'm just moving them with my mouse. There we go. Right, so they're ready to go.
We created them in sort of about 15, 20 minutes. Sort of, pretty much.
Not even that, probably. We'll soon see how
Brilliant.
much effort went into that. There's a little bit of craftsmanship in there, I'd like to think.
Excellent.
So, yes, after the news, we'll have the final countdown, kicking us off for our last hour of the show, the Family Focus show. Yes, it's still a radio show. You may have forgotten what on earth we were here for, but we are here. Did you do your high?
Yes.
What was your high?
A day off in the week.
Oh, they are. So, yes, that's coming up after 5 o'clock with the phrase of the week. Have you got one?
Yep.
You're not going to run downstairs during the news and work out what you should do?
All under control.
Fine. And then from there, we'll head on to the Crowbar King with yours truly, where we have a crowbar sound. It's actually a door hinge squeaking, but anyway, it's the closest we can find to something. And then at 5:30, we will then migrate seamlessly-ish around there, kind of, probably, maybe. So we'll be doing then the 10 up to 11 section,
Yeah.
which
all
is,
good.
we referenced with Adam earlier, which I managed to record with him on Thursday evening, which was good. Times and stuff. So, yeah, we'll be having 10 up to 11,
Yes.
which was inspired by the film,
Spinal Tap
which probably isn't
the best film to watch.
it's not PG rated.
No.
It's not 12 rated. I think it's possibly maybe pushing 15 rated.
Ooh.
So, but anyway,
And
I
they
watched it many
remade it.
years ago, and it's inspired the section because
yeah.
it's all about 10 up to 11. Because in the film, just in case you're wondering why you're doing this, is in the film they wanted the loudest band ever because it's
Yeah.
a big metal band, rock band. So what we'll do, everyone's going up to 10, right? Because they max out their amplifiers. So we'll go up to 11. Yeah, but it only goes up to 10. Well, if we cross it out and we put 11, then it's louder, isn't it? And then there's a guy on the sound saying, but it'll be the same volume. It'll just be a different number, but be just as loud. Anyway, oops, I did it again. And then the news. All right, so we've got those ready to go. I just need to drag them down when we want them.
Oh, did we turn it off on the radio?
Oh, no, not yet. That's fine. Hello, I'm tired. It's been going for an hour.
Oh,
Thank
say
you.
Goodbye.
Let me just do a full shot of Joe. There's Jojo. So bye-bye from Joe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye from me. Bye-bye from us. And we will see you again in about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you again on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll see you again on Friday because I'm live with Peter from 4.
Yes.
And then we'll see you again on Sunday. But we're not going anywhere. So now you just go to the radio.
Goodbye.